Yeah, man. Pretty much it's Armageddon. Uh, it's like the end time signs are. It says there'll be wars and rumors of wars. All right, check. It's like right now. Is there not rumor of war constantly? Like constantly, Russia's coming, the China's coming, ISIS is coming, the police state is coming. So, uh, World War III's coming. And even Armageddon itself is a war. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually a bunch of wars. Come forth to conquer and to conquer. And the red horse come to take peace from the earth. There you go. The black horse. Only horse that ain't hit in full swing yet is the pale. But it's coming. It's like I'm seeing, like I was watching, I've seen so many videos of the cops just shooting people down. That's just a preview of things to come. And then I've seen them make all these fucking these false flag hoax uh operations, these psychological ops like Sandy Hoax, 9/11, for instance. I mean, those are just two. It's at Boston hoaxathon. Yeah, these things are they truly are false flags and hoaxes, and that's very sickening. But at the same time, there's also a lot of realness going on too. Like the cops are shooting people down on the other hand. But I've even thought about some of these. Are some of these actors, and are they just doing this to provoke a fight from the public? But this goes into it some more. What wars, rumors, and wars, uh, plagues and famines. You know what I'm saying? And pestilence. You know what I'm saying? So we got all these crazy engineered sicknesses coming up. You know, Ebola. I mean, even I'm not sure if that was just totally manufactured, or if it was really there really was an outbreak. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was, but and it also seems like in the predictive programming, at some point they are going to release some kind of virus or something. I mean, even the zombie virus, as crazy as that sounds, but there's parts of the Bible, you know, where it does talk about people devouring people. You know what I'm saying? In the end times, man, it's crazy. Whether that's Soylent Green, but or is it zombies, or is it just psychomaniac, satanic, demonic? You know what I'm saying? Don't not sure yet, but you got all these crazy diseases everywhere. You got mass animal die-offs. Okay, this is a Hosea prophecy as well as Revelation. Revelation says a third of the sea creatures and the birds of the sky and the beasts of the field disappear. Something that ain't happened yet is it says basically all the grass is burnt. You know what I'm saying? So uh, we ain't seen nothing fall out of the sky yet. That's next. Something is coming out of the sky. What that exactly is, I'm not sure. But wars, rumors, wars, plagues, famines. Most important, rumors of war. Is there not constant propaganda, man, and predictive programming, rumors of war? I mean, I have to emphasize that again. But famines. All right, we got no rain in Cali, and then in the South and in the Midwest, you got too much rain, which is washing out the crops in one spot, and then you got another one. The crops are being killed by lack of water, and then you look at weather warfare, and then you can see that's a land grab. They're gonna just choke it of water to make people move, and then they'll vamp it up after everyone's gone, like they did with Louisiana and the BP oil spill and the other thing, the disaster, the levees breaking. You know, the government did that to get the land to reappropriate it to corporations. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's the word on the that's word on the street, basically. Uh, but yeah, that's another thing that's causing these plagues and famines and pestilences is these accidentally on purpose great terrorism type situations where they're doing their own disasters on themselves. Like they're saying that there will be the Hoover Dam will break at some point. Like if it can't just happen by accident if it's planned. You know what I'm saying? So if it does, well, they planned it. You know what I'm saying? Now let me think. What else, man? Nation shall rise against nation. With that, and kingdom against kingdom. You know, we see a lot of that going on now. Another thing, we see like in Greece, them, burning, throwing shit at the cops over there. That shit over there in Ukraine, fucking looked like a bomb, nuclear bomb went off during some music awards. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's crazy. But that's these little things, man. You see them going on. There's a lot of stuff we don't see going on because there's a bigger cap on world news than you would think. You see how funneled and censored down it is through the mainstream media. That, dude, we're probably only catching a third of all the real shit as it's happening around the world because they got it that good of censored. You know what I'm saying? The random dude with the camera has got the better chance of catching something legit than anything you're seeing coming from a main network. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like YouTube and all these little videos you see it like on social media that they share them, that's where it's at. That's where you catch the word on the street. That's where you catch the pulse of the geopolitical situation. It's just in every little video you see natural disasters. That's another thing it says it's coming. It says earthquakes in diverse places. Seeing that, like, whoa, like never before. Like they said, the heart machine, man. It's like a grand piano, man. They just hit the certain frequency and it opens the fault. You know what I'm saying? It makes the fault. It activates the fault line. So and you also have it prophesied by God that God also could unlock it all at once and ring of fire, man, volcanoes. But that hasn't happened yet. But we see all kinds of volcanoes, fire, man, shaking. You know, we're seeing that. You know, so these things are all they're already here. You know, the black horse. We're seeing something the funny money stock market. You know, fiat. We see all this stuff falling apart. You know what I'm saying? You see, Revelation talks about the one world ruler. You hear him calling for one world government to save the planet that they're destroying. You know what I'm saying? That their greedy corporations destroy. Not people, it's entities, it's profit, it's corruption. It's profit. That's what killed the planet, is greed, profit from just exploiting everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like these greedy mofos done. You know, it's like, dude, they just it's crazy. It's crazy how bad they done us. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna blame it on us. You know, but the kingdom against kingdom, and we see kind of like I'm foreseeing. Listen, like once shit starts to go, there's gonna be little factionalized people land grabbing. They're gonna try to centralize. Before you can get one world, they gotta have this one world cataclysm where the whole world's fighting. That's World War III. And this is described in the Bible. This is end time signs. But at the same time, it's like the devil has come down. His time is short. This is why all this stuff is crammed in to a few years. You know what I'm saying? A couple seasons, basically. This stuff, it all goes down. Like it's domino effect. Like boom, 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 boom. And these things just keep coming. And we've already seen a few already come. And there's more to come after this, too. It's like we're going to see some crazy stuff. We've already seen a lot of crazy stuff. I know I have. I watched Jason A. videos where it shows all the sinkholes and lightning strikes and animal die-offs and tsunamis and earthquakes and strange anomalies in the sky, meteorites, portals and UFOs and drills, police state activity. So, listen, all you got to do is watch a few of those and you're like, holy crap. We're deep in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I heard someone say, man, it's like in Nazi Germany, they thought they were free right up until the moment they took over. And they still thought they were free for a minute until things went bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at, where it's like things already went bad. And we're still like, yeah, it's okay. It's going to be okay. This next election, this next election, things gonna turn around, man. My luck's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? No, our luck has already changed, and it's for the worst when it comes to our geopolitical world situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna filter down into your every little person's life. It's gonna work its way in. You can't get away from the fact that, all right, all these things are coming. It's already started. It's almost like we're on a roller coaster ride, and we ain't got over the big first hump yet. It's just going. It's like, look, we're coming to the hill, and it just went clink, and then it kind of falls back, and it goes clink, goes up a little higher, clink, and it goes clink for a long time. But then all of a sudden it gets halfway over the top. Then it gets more than halfway over the top. Then it's like, whoo, and it's whoo. This is what we got going on here. I mean, here's the crazy part. It talks about, and brother shall rise against brother, and mother against daughter, and daughter against daughter-in-law. And it's like, basically, it describes a Nazi Germany Gestapo Stasi situation. You know, like nextdoorneighbor.com, or if you see something, say something. It sounds like it's speaking a lot about that. You know, the devil's come down, his time's short. You know, he's got to get people on board and got to get them to start killing everyone like Nazi Germany, basically. And that's part of the end time signs. And this is something we're seeing get stirring up now between these cop operations where it shows cop killing people, like killing bums that didn't do anything, just shooting motherfuckers down. And then they got it on camera. They keep showing it to us, showing it to us, showing it to us. And then you got these already groups that's been picked on a little bit racially. Now you're poking at the wound, you know, and stirring them up. And we're seeing kind of, I'm like, holy, I've never even seen this. This is stuff people talked about on the low, never on TV, never widespread culturally. I mean, there's just a lot of nastiness. And if you just stir the pot in the right direction, you can get maximum effect. Like whatever that effect it ain't necessarily gonna be positive. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way these things are working out. But this is part of it. You know, when you got NSA spying, you know what I'm saying? You got like I said, nextdoorneighbor.com. You got Jade Helm going on, where, you know, homeland eradication of local militants. You know what I'm saying? And all these army operations. I mean, and listen, some of these, yeah, it's like, look, the police too. Some of these people that they're going to have to kill in martial law, you know what I'm saying, were brothers that they went to high school with. Some of them are going to be family members where they just totally say, fuck you, you believe in Jesus, you got to die. You got to go to the camp. You know, oh, shit, man. You don't want to take your chip, you got to die. I mean, and listen, that's brother against brother. Neighbor against neighbor. And I mean, we're already seeing that. The police is your neighbor already. If they live in your community, they're your neighbor. They're not alien. So, I mean, in a way, our society is already primed to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then you add in the AI component that can watch you anywhere you go and follow you like enemy of the state and like Eagle Eye. I mean, it's that's pretty fucking that's pretty scary. That means, you know, that it's like yeah, the system's it's all in place, man. Everything's all in place. And then you even got the threat of you know, global jihad, you know, and then the New World Order, same thing, is it's a global caliphate, a world ruler, world leader, where everyone's gotta get down under the new regime, and then you actually almost gotta be like branded by the new system to get in. You know what I'm saying? That's one way you will know exactly when that time is. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like, no, it's talking about some kind of brand. You know what I'm saying? That you got to be taken, like, you got to be plugged into the new system. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be, it seems like it's willful. It's got to be willful. You can't be tricked into it. So there's going to be a point where that's how you're going to prove your loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be able to count heads that way. But yeah, man, all these things they're already happening right now. You know, thinking all the snitching and infighting and all the stuff that goes on, man. Just talking the real.